Hello and welcome to the Football Today podcast. It is Tuesday, the 16th of April, as we wrap up an action-packed weekend in football around the globe and look ahead to what's coming up in the next few days. I'm your host, Alex Donnelly. If you're watching along on YouTube, which you should subscribe to, please give us a thumbs up there and subscribe. You'll see I'm in this great Atletico Madrid shirt, as is a certain co-host over there, Marcus Bazzano. If anyone hasn't seen that and they're just hearing sounds, we reenacted that great Spider-Man gif because not ironically, funnily enough, we are in Spider-Man 2 shirts.
That is horrible. Yeah. That is the worst intro I've ever been a part of. Bloody hell.
No, what about a couple of those AFL today?
if you were wearing it.
By the way,
yeah, true.
By the way, that's the stats guy. He's happy.
I'm happy because Chelsea won this morning 6-0. How good was that? So I'm in my Chelsea kit for Cole Palmer.
Once again, you are welcome.
Thank you.
I did buy stats guy that shit. Can't believe I did that. It's the nicest thing I've ever done for you.
It was very nice. You do. Yeah. You have to remind me that every week.
I do a nice thing every now and then. It's very rare, as my girlfriend knows. Anyway, before we get started, make sure you do subscribe to the YouTube channel, as I said, across the social media channels at Football Today Pod, and listen wherever you get your podcasts. Give us a 5-star rating. I know it's hard to find on Spotify, Apple Podcasts a little bit easier, and also leave us a review. Say you like our shirts. That'd be something nice because we have a whole host of football shirts that we wear, but we're just like rotating through the same 6 ones. I promise we all own some different stuff. I just can't wear the Brazil one I've got because of the green screen.
Yeah, that's fair because you don't want it to be blended in everywhere.
Well, yeah, exactly. Just be my floating head and that's pretty funny. But
that's a Halloween episode.
Yeah, that'd be great. Anyway, speaking of Halloween episodes, Manchester United, because we start off with a yeah, nah in every show, and this week's yeah, nah, I mean, I think we've said it before, but it really came home to roost over the weekend. Will Erik Ten Hag last the season at Manchester United? Yeah, nah.
Yes, and then get sacked at the end of the season.
I agree. Stats guy?
No, I reckon I'm going to say he'll stick around for another year.
So you reckon he'll go on next season?
Yeah, they finished third last year. I know it's a whole different season, but I don't think it's I don't think it's his fault. There's a lot of guys that aren't producing good football at the moment.
But he brought them in.
I know, but yeah. Other than Mason Mount and who was the other one they signed up front that hasn't been scoring goals?
Hoyland.
Anthony, that's what I'm thinking of.
I was about to say, well,
Mason Mount and Anthony.
Rasmus Hoyland's had one shot in 4 games.
Not great as well either. I don't know. I just think
Casemiro looks like he's playing Sunday League.
I think, they'll keep him around. I know they're 7th now? Could possibly go up to 6th. And Chelsea's breathing down their neck as well.
I mean, if they don't get Europa League, I think it's 100%.
They're in the FA Cup semi-finals too. So
they could win an FA Cup.
So the thing is, they
will make an FA Cup final.
You can't sack him yet because you've got the FA Cup semi-finals and there's a bit of a stretch, and then their last couple of games are a bit tough, but it's like, surely this is just something that you're like, all right, we'll lay off now. This could be a decision we make at the end of the season. If they finish 6th and don't win the FA Cup, he's probably gone. If they win the FA Cup somehow and finish probably still 6th or 5th, he might stick around. Personally,
they can't finish 5th. They're 10 points behind Tottenham now.
Weirder things have happened.
Yeah, but that's a massive gap.
They could do a Daniel Levy and Jose Mourinho and sack him before the week of the final.
That'd be funny because that cost Tottenham their only chance of a trophy.
Yeah.
I tell you what, as the weeks go on, Ralph looks so correct in everything that he said.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird how Ten Hag's press conferences and post-match
good.
interviews.
You brought it up before me this week.
Yeah, he's just really odd, and just the way he goes about things, saying we actually played okay. We were the better team in the.
Yeah, he used to be very negative, and now he's a bit over positive.
But no, he's deflecting.
He's trying to deflect everything. Yeah.
And that's what it is. And then walking out when he gets asked a hard question, saying, "I don't have time for this." Well, Erik, you are the manager of possibly one of the most popular and biggest clubs worldwide.
Yeah, top
you
3.
do need to take accountability for some horrendous decisions you have made as a manager. The money that you have ticked off and spent has clearly not worked. And also you've got wingers who just, for some reason, don't pass it to your striker.
And then their strikers aren't finishing enough goals. Yeah.
Well, no, Hoyland's not finishing because he's had one shot in the last 4 games. He's not getting any service from Anthony or Rashford when they're on the pitch.
Or Garnacho. I think he's been actually
great.
Ordinary.
Garnacho.
Well, I think ordinary in the last week.
The last week, yes.
He's been their best player this year.
Yeah. This year, I'll probably agree with that. Kobbie Mainoo will be up there.
Bruno Fernandes. Someone please buy Kobbie Mainoo. Get him out of there.
But Garnacho was really poor against Bournemouth and was at fault for the first goal.
Yeah. All right. Well.
So we're all saying, he'll last the season.
He will.
I think he might last after that, but yeah, you guys think after the season's done?
I'm selfishly hoping he does last to the end of the year because they could just have nothing to play for in the last 3 games. Second last game of the season's Arsenal at Old Trafford. Arsenal could just go there and just go whack whack.
Maybe
would be so nice because after the carry on he still holds on to from that offside and penalty shout, that if Arsenal go there and whip him 4-0, it's like just seals his fate.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be in the dugout next season. First game next season.
Yeah. It's not looking like.
Who would Manchester United want to win the league?
Southgate.
No, who would they want to win the league?
Oh, sorry.
Gareth Southgate will win the Premier League.
We'll see.
Because obviously Man City rival.
They don't want Man City to win, what is it,
Liverpool,
the 6th
obviously.
and 7th years. They don't want Liverpool to equal their EPL titles won. And they don't want Arsenal to win their first in 20 years. Like, they're screwed either way.
Yeah. Yep.
Somehow Tottenham.
Yeah, which is no chance. Or Aston Villa. Yeah. Aston Villa has more chance than Tottenham, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh
so
God.
not a great season for Manchester United fans. I did enjoy this morning seeing like a Manchester United fan account going, oh, let's have a look at the top goal scorers of the season. It's like Haaland, Watkins, whatever. And then it got to 16. Penalty. We'll get to that later.
Penalties.
It was very funny how words come back to bite you in the backside very quickly. Anyway, all Aussie football adventures.
Yes.
Plenty going on. We are heading towards, we are in the A-League women's finals at the moment. We had a penalty shootout to start off the finals. How bloody exciting, Stats Guy.
Yeah, I wrote this down. Elimination finals in the Women's A-League. Mariners beat Victory 4-2 on penalty, so it's
Love
0-0.
to see it.
Casey Dumont, who a lot of people don't know about, she was in goals again.
Yep.
She's been in 5 penalty shootouts in her career. She's won all 5. She's an
I believe her name is Clutch Dumont.
Yeah, Clutch Dumont. There's only been 8 penalty shootouts in Women's A-League history. She's been in 5 of them, won all 5. She also beat Victory this weekend, who got rid of her because she played AFLW with the Hawks. So they were like, all right, well, if you play AFLW with the Hawks, we'll still pick you up. They didn't re-sign her, and she's a gun goalkeeper. Goes over to the Mariners, says, stuff you, Victory, I've just kicked you out of the finals, and then wins on penalty shootout. So
Tell you what,
absolutely clutch and a half.
the Hawthorn Hawks could use her in the AFL in defence.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they could, I reckon. Yeah, full back. But yeah, she's going awesome. And then, a few Matildas as well, if you want to talk about them.
Yeah, well, the women, Arsenal women had a massive win, 5-0. Yeah, it was Bristol City, and that was expected. But
Yep.
Caitlin Ford and Steph Catley were absolutely awesome.
Back in the starting lineup.
Yeah, back in the starting lineup. They were everywhere until they were subbed off late in the game, but they were absolutely brilliant. It was a big win. They're hoping that, Chelsea and City somehow slip on a banana peel. It's not going to happen, but really strong finish to the end of the season for Arsenal. They've won a trophy. They're going to finish 3rd and maybe, hopefully, Champions League somehow.
Yeah.
Anyway, Charlie Grant finally played some games and played some minutes, and I can finally stop yelling about her getting some minutes.
Well, yeah, she came on in the 77th, but they had to go to extra time in their FA Cup semi-final. So now they're in their first ever cup final, Tottenham, the Tottenham women's team, which is awesome, and Charlie Grant was a part of that, yeah.
Was that just junk cup minutes though?
But it's still 50 minutes in
No,
a
it was a semi-final, yeah. And they didn't win until...
It's not like they're up 4-0. It's, we'll give us some minutes. It's like, we
Yeah.
needed to come on. Also, it will be funny if the Tottenham women win a trophy before the men.
Yes, well,
I will appreciate it.
I think
so
they're
much
playing
more.
Manchester United, so they actually have a chance because Man United weren't expected to beat Chelsea, which was a big surprise in the FA Cup as well. So Women's FA Cup.
Alatoon.
Yeah, Alatoon is going really well there, yeah.
Haley Razzo and Ella Toon next year.
Ooh.
Watch this space.
Where's the Haley Razzo going?
Yeah,
What?
we've already talked about this.
Oh, yeah, we already have. Yeah.
Aston Villa or Man United's my go.
Ooh.
And Lyon won 6-1. They've got top spot in France, but they've now got playoffs there, which is a new thing that they've brought in the French league, which, I mean, honest, I hate.
Well, we have it here, and I really like
that's
it.
because we're Australian.
We're a different league.
Also,
I don't think you need to have it in
have,
France. Yeah.
Like, 10 clubs?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't really rate it, but our girl, Ellie Carpenter, looks like she's going to win
The spiritual leader of Lyon.
Yes.
She
is the spiritual leader.
Yeah,
Gets the
she
chance going and everything. I love
Wild.
it. Yeah.
God bless her.
But yeah, they're the best team by a mile.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're first by, how many points are they first? 9 points. So they're killing it. Yeah.
Well, that's what,
They deserve to win the title. from that,
Imagine if they lose a final. It's like you've been the best team all year and you lose one game. It's,
Well, actually, no, they haven't lost any games.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. And you lose one game.
They lose one game in the finals. Yeah, you're right.
Playoff final.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, the men's absolute barn burner. Well, not barn burner if you're a Perth Glory fan here over the weekend. Just a bad day to be a Perth fan. Really, actually, unless you're a West Coast fan, bad weekend for Perth teams.
Yes.
Melbourne City winning 8-0 against Perth Glory, which, except for the Hawthorn Gold Coast game in the AFL, was a combined total more than the other 3 AFL games. 8 goals compared to 7 points.
Jeez, yeah, that's crazy. Good little stat there.
Yeah, how's that little nugget stats guy?
Shout out for AFL today as well. Don't mind that. What's this is a bit of a stat from Marcus as well. I think the 8-0 from Melbourne City.
Yeah, it was the biggest men Biggest win in A-League men's history.
Whoa. Really?
8-0.
And they've got the three
And
biggest.
they've got 3 of the top 6 biggest wins all occurred this season as well.
That's
It
crazy.
just goes to show when it clicks for City, they are bloody
well,
good.
that's the funny thing. They're like
They're
7th.
like 6. They're like
6 or 7.
teetering around
Yeah.
finals, but they beat 8-1. They beat the Raw 8-1 earlier this season,
Yeah, yeah.
as well as Western Sydney Wanderers 7-0.
Yeah, they're 7th. They've got a decent goal difference, but
yeah,
they're still
but they had a
7th.
middle stage of the season where they just kept losing a lot of games. It was just like
6
what is
draws as well
happening?
doesn't
Yeah.
help. So
And Perth have been just rocketing down the ladder and sitting last now.
they are. Yeah, but even lower than Western United, who have really struggled earlier in the season. Yeah.
Didn't the lights go out at Western United's game? Or was that MacArthur?
There was a lights go out. I'm not sure which
Would have
game
been
it was.
MacArthur, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
The Western United played in the afternoon.
Okay, so then it was MacArthur. The lights went out like the 60th minute and just like PK League.
That is big A-League, isn't it? Lights going out, especially
Yeah.
in MacArthur.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Central Coast, they're 1 point off the top of the ladder.
Yeah, no, 1 point on top of the ladder.
sorry.
They're going
Can't
really well
read.
in the A-League. They've found incredible form over the last couple of
Defending
seasons.
premiers.
Defending premiers, just going really well. 4 of their last 5, they've won 1 point. Actually, no. They're equal, to Wellington Phoenix on top at the moment, but they've got the goal difference. So they're going really well on
Yeah.
top of the ladder. Yeah.
They're doing really well considering they did lose a lot of
Yeah.
key players. Like they lost
Yeah.
Jason Cummings, Cumdog.
Yeah.
And
I think he scored
Well,
this morning in
yeah,
India.
Grand
He's
Qual.
in India, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he scored the winner
I
in
feel like,
India
is
this
he
morning.
better than playing in India? Surely.
But he scored this
Yeah.
morning. He scored the match winner against the top team. I just saw
Oh.
it on Twitter like
I
15
didn't even
minutes
see
ago.
it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, he's with I think Dimitri Petrados. Is that the same?
No idea.
same club.
Yeah,
he
cool.
scored. I saw that he scored this morning because I said that we're going to be talking about some of the Socceroos scoring. Irvin has scored once again, which is good.
Irvine,
Yeah.
for St. Pauli. They lost 2 games in a row. They were clear on first. I think they've dropped down to 3rd in the Bundesliga 2 now. So
I think we were talking them out last week as going, oh yeah, they're going to make it. This is great.
but they've lost 2 in a row. Irvine's back on the score sheet, but they just can't. They're trying to get that promotion. They're not far off, but yeah, they're really holding on for dear life there. Where are they now?
They're second currently, a point
Okay.
behind.
A point behind. Okay, I thought they'd gone down.
It's like
to 3rd,
Leicester City losing their last 2 games. They've looked horrendous in the championship and they're still
What's
second.
going on in the championship, by
I know.
the way?
Well, that's what I was going to talk
Yeah.
about.
What was
then,
it? Ipswich drew, Leeds
Yep.
lost.
In that
Leicester
draw,
lost.
In that draw for Ipswich as well, Massimo Luongo
Scored, yep.
scored again, so 1-1 for them. They weren't convincing in that 1-1 draw, and then you got Leicester and Leeds just keep losing. No one wants to finish on top.
win.
It's weird.
Well, I think Ipswich are top at the moment, aren't they? But
Yeah,
Leicester
by a
have their
point.
game in hand.
Leicester lost to Plymouth Argyle, who were 18th.
Yep. Former A-League player Ben Wayne, former Wellington Phoenix. He's at Plymouth
yep.
Argyle.
Oh, wow. Are they getting relegated?
Plymouth, no, they're 18th.
18. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
I keep
that's
forgetting how many teams. there are in the
Huddersfield,
championship.
Sheffield Wednesday, and Rotherham. Rotherham are going there on 23 points, but you've got
Oh, Rotherham.
you've got Blackburn 49, Plymouth Argyle 48, QPR and Stoke 47, Birmingham 45, Huddersfield and Wednesday 44. So that's pretty tight going into the last few
There you
games
go.
there. What's that, 4 games to go? They play 48?
46 in the
Oh,
championship.
yeah.
46, okay. So they got
And then the playoffs for the top few teams.
okay, so
top 4.
a couple games to go. Oh, 1 win, 1 loss. Oh, God.
I would love to see Ipswich Town in the Premier League, though. That hasn't been.
Two Aussies in there. Cam Burgess also
Cam
plays
Burgess
there.
as well, yeah, that'd be awesome. And Luongo's in great scoring form, so he'll hopefully.
It'll be great for them to have one season in the league.
Yeah, well, when they go back down.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we going to get Galaxy Brain like we did at the start of the season? Burnley are going to be good.
Hey, Burnley are still a chance.
Yeah, why?
Thanks to points deductions, they are still a chance.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With 5 games to go, there's still a chance.
Oh, well, they should have beaten, was it Everton last week? No, on the weekend. Who did they
should
play
have
on the
won.
weekend?
They should have won.
Where the keeper had an absolute howler.
Against
Against Brighton. The keeper had a howler, passed it back, and the keeper's just missed it between his legs. Yeah. So, there you go.
Yep. All right. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after this to have a look at the EPL, also the Champions League coming up over the next few days. But of course, Leo with the trivia question. We'll be back after this.
If you like this show, make sure you check out all the other shows on the Sports Today network, from the AFL Today show to the Cricket Today podcast, the Football Today podcast, as well as NBA Australia and NFL Australia. With Sports Today, your sporting needs have never been easier to cover.
All right, welcome back to the Football Today show. As always, in the second half of the show, we start off with a trivia question from social guy Leo, who is coming in here. In the break, we may have said this could be Cole Palmer related, so this will be funny if it is or isn't.
Oh, he's shaking his head.
Bring it on, Leo.
No.
Oh,
Well, lads, which Matilda has the highest FOTMOB rating in this WSL season?
Alex. Caitlin Ford.
Incorrect. Marcus.
Gory.
That's what I was going to say.
Correct.
Oh, all right. Stats guy. Wheeler.
No. You want another round or?
Yeah, we got another round. Why are we always so bad at these?
Yeah, we really are.
I'm going to go Marcus and I'm going to go Sam Kerr.
No.
because
She only played a couple of games.
She only played a couple of games. and-
I'm going to go Steph Catley.
Nope.
I'm just running Arsenal here, running the Arsenal table.
No Arsenal.
No Arsenal.
You just
Who else is there?
took an answer away from him. No, you've already had 2 guesses. This is the last chance.
I can't
Stats
think.
guys.
I think I know who it is.
I can't think.
5, 4, 3.
Oh, wait.
Two.
Okay, I got no idea. I'm trying to think.
MACCA?
Alana Kennedy.
Oh, I was going to
really?
say Fowler.
7.37 rating.
Oh.
Did you have second and third there? Or just
I think Ford was second. Not sure about third.
there was a day Ford scored a double and had an assist. I was banking on that one being a good one. How do you not get higher than a 7.37 on that?
That's great. No,
It's average.
Highest average.
Oh.
Did you think you said highest in the game? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Talking about 7, fun stat for you boys.
Oh, yes, I like
here
this.
we go. You want to take my job?
Cole Palmer has
Yes.
scored in 7 consecutive Stamford Bridge
Oh,
home league games.
how good is that?
ridiculous.
That is
Stamford Bridge.
ridiculous. Yeah. Especially the
impressive.
form that Chelsea's been in. Yeah.
Yeah, how bad would you be
that's
without
awesome.
Cole Palmer?
Also, Leo should have his own
17th.
category in our trivia, I reckon, where it's like us, and then if we don't get it right, then he gets a point because
Yeah.
I think he's winning.
Yeah, he would be too. All right, so as we just started with the EPL, we saw Chelsea win 6-0 this morning. 6-0, yep.
Yes.
Cole Palmer with 4 goals. Brilliant win. Thank God I captained him in fantasy. Otherwise, I would have had a nightmare. But hectic weekend of results at both ends of the table.
Yeah.
And Arsenal beaten by Aston Villa after early in the day. Liverpool inexplicably lost to Crystal Palace. Manchester City thumped Luton as we all expected. So that now leaves the league table with Manchester City 73, Arsenal and Liverpool both on 71. And it brings to the simple question, is the title race over?
No.
No, definitely not over when it's only, 2 points.
Not like everyone in England going, oh, it's over. City
I
are
think
home.
City will probably win because this is what happens every year.
I
Someone
think-
crumbles and then they just keep going.
But I don't think it's teams have crumbled. It's
I
just
think it's over for Arsenal. I think the only team that can probably
Just with
win
the
it
draw,
is
right?
Liverpool. I think
What's
with the draw,
Arsenal's draw?
Arsenal's got
Let's have
a tougher draw. Liverpool very easy, and obviously Arsenal will have the Champions League and possibly semis.
yeah.
So
but
Arsenal play Wolves, should win that.
But I feel like
Chelsea
City
should win
Could
that.
be a draw because the way we go against
Yeah,
top teams.
but also the way we've beaten
Yeah.
at Stanford,
Yep.
not Stanford, at Emirates the last 3 seasons.
Yeah. Tottenham.
That's the
should
big
still-
one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And then Bournemouth,
Win.
Man U.
Bournemouth at home, Man U away, and last day's Everton at home.
Oh, I forgot you play Man U twice. Yeah.
No, we don't.
Oh, is that a different game?
That's probably in the postseason when we go to America.
That makes a lot more sense. I thought there was a makeup game in there somewhere.
no, that's-
Yeah. So Everton, the last one.
yeah. So
It's not too bad.
but
It's not too bad.
Everton at home on the last day could be tricky because they could be playing for their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
true.
by then, I think we'll already know by the last
We'll
day.
know, I reckon, by a couple of games to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Liverpool are clinical enough.
I think
to
Liverpool. I think
to win every game.
I think the wheels have fallen off Liverpool.
Yeah.
The last week has shown that the wheels are I think playing. It's the same way Arsenal did it last year, where you're young, you're firing, you're way ahead of schedule, you're winning a lot of these games late, and then all of a sudden 1 or 2 injuries hit and the wheels are just gone.
Yeah.
Look, Mohamed Salah is a great goal scorer, but he has a lot of shots every game.
He's
He
also
misses
gone.
some.
He's gone missing in the last couple of weeks.
Darwin Núñez has scored. He's scored 10 goals from his last 110
I know.
shots.
110 shots.
Is his last name Danaher?
Yeah.
Joe.
The Aussies out there. Yeah. I do think what you said about Liverpool have a decent draw, but you're right. They're just not. They're capable of winning games. They haven't won in their last 3, which
think-
is not
Yeah.
good for
and
your.
also, I
title.
think Arsenal probably are not. They haven't proved in the big moments that they can carry it out yet so far.
Yeah.
But
you also,
City
but
have
you also
done it
don't know.
for.
They've lost to Aston Villa, who are 4th.
Yeah, it's not a bad loss.
If this was the Southampton 3-3 draw last year all over again, I'd be like, okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, but like you probably you got a better team than Bayern.
Yeah, we'll talk about that at the back end of the show. But so City's potential banana peel is Tottenham. So they have not Ange, Pep overtime against Tottenham, won 2 games and lost 5.
Yeah, so-
hasn't won a game at the
City-
hasn't won a game at the London Stadium or the Tottenham Stadium. I don't think they've scored a goal there.
City will win this 3-0.
Well, they should. The way Tottenham's going,
They run out of legs. You can just
they
tell the
look
way Ange
horrible.
plays.
Yeah.
I think they're just.
If only someone on
That'd
this
be
show
fun.
had said it in September that they're going to hit a brick wall.
But to be fair, we could make all these predictions about Tottenham, and then they could randomly draw or win.
yeah,
just
but no,
because
when
that's the way they play.
when people were proclaiming them to be up there with the Invincibles after 6 games, I was like, the wheels are going to fall off this thing. They'll finish 5th.
Yeah, even if they finish, is 5th a successful season?
No.
Do you think?
Well,
If they
yes,
make
if we get the
champion-
coefficient.
Yeah.
If we get the Champions League coefficient.
Which is
Yeah.
all up to West Ham, Arsenal,
Liverpool,
Man City.
Yeah.
Brighton in or out, I can't remember.
Out.
Well,
Yeah.
They lost 4-0 to Roma.
That's right. They're gone.
They got
yeah.
smashed.
Yep. So we talk about like, you guys have actually been very rational with this, which shocked me this morning.
Arsenal's still going to
But
bottle
no,
it.
see, talking about bottle jobs. Yeah. But no. So this is like, a lot of people want to bring up those things. I got one here. So points dropped in 2024 in the Prem. Arsenal have dropped 5 points, Man City 6, and Liverpool 7. It's not a bottle job, especially when you consider, if we consider it a bottle job, it's a bottle job by Liverpool because they are in front by the same amount of points as Arsenal were at the same time last year when they started going backwards. But I still don't think it's a bottle job.
It's not a bottle job either way. I think because Liverpool, we never expected Liverpool to be actually challenging.
We
for the
thought
title.
the wheels would fall off.
With their injuries, yeah.
Yeah, even pre-season, we really didn't think
we had them like
realistically
fourth.
Liverpool could win the league.
It's just Man City know how to hang around, know how to dominate at the end of the season.
This is like the year they've been poor and they've just like, we're in front. Sick.
Yeah, it's so annoying that they're in front because
Yeah.
literally the start and then the middle of the season, there were so many periods like, no chance.
They can win every game.
I know.
for the rest
But
of the
even
season.
that, it's still like, there's still a dip. Like Haaland hasn't been scoring many goals. De
Bruyne has
Bruyne had a
been
week
in and
off.
out.
Foden, it sort of feels like it's on
Foden
Foden.
steps up
It's on
because he's been
Foden
stepping
and
up,
Rodri to lift them to the title this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
which
agree
they
with
easily can.
Yeah. Rodri doesn't lose.
All right, so who do we want to finish off? Who's going to win the title? Who do you reckon? Are you going to say Arsenal?
I'm gonna say
Yeah, fair
Arsenal.
enough. It's only 2
Sit
points.
there.
Oh, we're all different then. I'm still on Liverpool. Yeah.
I think of the
I just
three,
think-
you are the most wrong.
I just think because of the draw, they still have a very good team. Their draw is the easiest.
Liverpool have the
If
easiest,
Liverpool lose or drop points this
Who
weekend,
is it? Who are they playing this
I
week?
have no idea.
Let me have a look. They are playing Fulham.
So if
Surely
they
not.
drop points this weekend, we concede it's over for them.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Because they're going to lose confidence. If
Same
they lose.
for us.
You can't afford to drop points now.
They'll win against Fulham 3-0, I reckon. They'll bounce back.
Fulham are playing well.
But they have to play Atalanta in between that, which they could also.
Well, they
lose,
got
so.
smacked.
Which
we'll
they
see.
have to sort of put out a first team.
Yeah.
They have to go. Do you go chips in to try and win this Europa League because they're going to play Champions League
Klopp
football
send
next
off.
year? Yeah, get a trophy.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, we'll have to wait and see who they put
Because
out. Yeah.
technically that's only 4 more games as compared to the
Is it easier to win the Premier League now than it is to win the Europa League 3-0 down in first leg?
try and win the Europa League. I'm going chips in on the Europa because the Europa
Yeah,
League
I'd probably agree because I think Liverpool's
League's only-
pedigree in European football
also
and European nights.
Yeah.
if they
then you
get
bring back Origi.
but if they get beaten this weekend, it's like on Friday morning, it's like okay, the Europa League's over, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Like you just go chips in for one game, push all in, and if it means to the detriment of the Fulham game, so be it. Because I don't think they're winning the Premier League.
Yep.
They've been having to rotate anyways. They've to be fair to them, have a lot of injuries, but
it's been
they
a
also
great season.
levels have dropped off. Like Szoboszlai has been, he had a great start to the season, but he's been really poor since.
Haven't noticed him.
I think he only has about 5 goal contributions this season. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good enough.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of good things, let's get on to some good things. The performance of the week this week can be a team or an individual. I think we're going a bit all over the place here. I'll just quickly get mine out of the way because we've just talked about Liverpool slipping over. Crystal Palace getting the win there was absolutely massive. Ever since Roy's left, they've actually been playing some good and bad football. Like they've only lost 2 of their last 5.
Yeah, that's good.
That win almost looks to have them safe. I think one more win, they're sweet.
classic Crystal Palace 13th job.
Yeah,
They're currently 14th.
They're always 11th to 15th.
and they've got a game in hand. So.
Yep.
Eze and Elise fielded for the first time together in ages.
Yeah.
So see what happens when they play together.
They're a
That
great,
goal
they're a
was just
great
beautiful
attack,
to
yeah.
watch. Like Klopp just was like, yeah, nice.
Fair
That was
play.
pretty good.
The defending was shocking. The marking, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Stats guy.
We haven't even talked about it. Bayer Leverkusen winning their first ever Bundesliga title.
Take that, Harry Kane.
Harry Kane curse continues. What has he got? Record amount of goals in the Bundesliga. Goes over. Bayern Munich have won 11 straight Bundesliga titles. Harry Kane goes over there. Obviously, a lot of people know the Tottenham curse. Couldn't win a trophy at Tottenham. Now he might not win a trophy at Bayern Munich,
This
which
season.
is unbelievable. Who's known as the most dominant team, probably equal to City in my lifetime. So.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy that they've lost another trophy for
And it's
Harry
the
Kane.
first ever time Kingsley Coman hasn't won a league title.
Yeah. In his professional career.
That's
So
unbelievable.
Kingsley's like, Harry, don't
Harry,
have a minute.
go away, Harry.
Mate, why have you made us Spursy? What are you
Yeah,
doing?
I know. And then the scenes on the pitch, Bayer Leverkusen, they weren't going to, but then all the fans just
Couldn't
crowded
help
the
it.
crowded the pitch,
have to.
and it was absolutely awesome celebration. So good on them. I reckon.
Do they back
haven't-
it up? Do they back it up next year if they keep the same
I was
squad?
going to say that they back it up next week. They're unbeaten in 43 games. They're going to have a big party this week, I reckon. They could lose their first
Granite
game
Jack
of the
is
whole
currently
year.
drunk.
They could lose their first game in a year and a half. next week, I reckon.
Oh, I loved his celebration, by the way. Granit Xhaka's fake the hamstring injury.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it.
Yeah,
Very
he
nice.
did do that.
He's
Yeah,
done that a few times.
that was good.
I'm going to go, my performance of the week has to be Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
4
Yeah,
goals.
you got to talk about him.
He's equal top goal scorer this season in the Premier League now with Erling Haaland.
How crazy is that?
It is the most,
20.
that is
We're
the most
ninth.
insane stat
I know.
of the year.
For someone who wasn't playing regular
Yeah.
football really in his career at the top flight, and to just pull this out, and it's so impressive doing it at a team that's really struggling and a shambles from the top down.
Crazy.
Imagine if you guys had a striker.
Nah, we don't need him. We just get Cole. Can we get him to play every
Well,
position?
Jackson's hit double digits, so
That's not horrible, yeah.
something.
And then Cuckoo if he ever gets fit.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
True.
I actually just finished watching the Manchester City documentary on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, I can't be bothered
Good
watching that because they're
or-
too good.
So yeah, it's it sucks, you know, as
Yeah.
you're not a Man
It
City
would be
fan,
fun to watch
but it's
that.
interesting seeing the behind the scenes. Pep goes in, you get a deep dive with Pep's thoughts. Gundogan's in it. You also
Oh, yeah.
get De Bruyne, Haaland. So it's very good. And then you sort of like watching with what we know this year, like you see Cole Palmer just is on the periphery so much, just there
Yeah, yeah.
on the bench, squad player on the bench. And it's like there's a bit on Rico Lewis about how they believe in him going forward, but it's like, yeah, you just see Cole Palmer and you're like, man, do you reckon they realize what they had? Well, I
Yeah.
mean, they got 40 million.
But
So.
to be fair, Phil Foden, like you're not going to drop him. They
Exactly,
play
yeah.
very similar.
You're not
They
going to
can
drop
play-
Haaland. You're not going to
they
drop
can play
anybody.
But
in
they
the 10 and wide.
They let Palmer leave because they bought in Doku.
Yeah.
Looks like
Well,
a horrendous
if they win the
decision.
title, it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, but I'd rather Cole Palmer than Doku. All right,
Yeah.
bell end of the week. Who's not hot in the EPL or anywhere worldwide? Stats guy, you go first because Marcus and I have the same one.
Well, I could literally talk half an hour about the same one as you two, but I'll go different. Ante Budimia of Osasuna from the La Liga.
Ah,
Yeah,
what
that
else, Stats
wasn't
guy?
bad, was it?
Ball knowledge.
Shocking penalty miss this morning. The 97th
Not
minute.
as shocking, horrendous.
Horrendous, whatever. We need the shooting star remix with the ball and him just floating into space. That was absolutely horrible.
Oh, who was the Premier League player who chipped that penalty for Fulham?
Oh, yeah.
Just if there's any AFL fans here, think of what Matt Always did for Carlton last weekend.
Yeah,
it was that.
he missed. So literally all he had to do was score to get this 1-0 in the 97th minute for Osasuna.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's absolutely fallen over.
He tripped.
He kicked the ground, and then the ball just bobbled straight to the keeper.
And the
they
keeper had
lost the
half
game.
committed and had time to regain his composure and take it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say BELLEND, but definitely, yeah, who's not
pretty
hot.
fun.
Because I feel bad for
Sergio
him.
Aguero did that against Chelsea, I remember.
That's right,
Same
yes.
season we won the Champions
He's
League.
got enough goals to make up for it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
He's all right, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of penalties, there was a penalty given this morning to Chelsea when they were, 4-0 up?
Why can't we
yeah.
just win 6-0 and not have any media about us?
So,
Come on.
Chelsea 4-0 up. Cole Palmer's already got his hat trick, but they get a penalty. Cole Palmer's the penalty taker. It's up to him if he wants to take the penalty or
And
not.
I think the penalty was given for the foul on Cole. There were 2 fouls.
Yeah, the second.
And I think it was Cole Palmer's was the first one who got fouled.
Yeah.
So a little skirmish, shall we say, ensures between teammates. Nicholas Jackson and Noni Madueke
Yeah.
trying to give Jackson the penalty.
They were trying to give Madueke the penalty.
Okay, Madueke the penalty. And side note, Jackson's haircut, absolutely ridiculous and terrible. Like, looks like an
I
idiot.
liked it. It
Looks
was a
like
bit
an
of
idiot.
flair.
Looks like an idiot. They are trying to take the penalty off Cole Palmer until Conor Gallagher, who is going to get sold because of this. This will be the reason he's sold.
What do you mean?
No, it's the
Oh,
joke.
are you
You're
joking?
gonna
I was
sell him.
gonna
You
say.
shouldn't sell him. This is a captain standing up at the moment going,
a leader.
Hey, pull your heads in.
Give it to our best player.
It's
yeah.
Cole's, it's his
Cole
shot.
Palmer
If
is
he
the
wants
penalty
it,
taker.
he's our penalty taker. You give it
He's
to him.
like 8 from 8 this season as well.
He hasn't missed a penalty.
Yeah,
He's the reverse Onana who hasn't saved one.
Oh, was he second or third for most penalty goals in a row?
Yeah.
Scored without missing.
So why the hell would anyone else take it?
But, well, no, so what it is, and we can say this is the bell end part of it. This is a bloke trying to get on the score sheet when there's no pressure on, having done next to nothing all season.
Yeah,
It's childish. Madueke has taken a couple penalties this season. I remember a winner against Palace.
Yeah, he's all right at penalties, but
if Cole Palmer's on the pitch, he has to take it. He is the penalty taker.
Yeah.
It's very childish. And I think for Madueke, for proper first full season.
And to steal
in
the
top flight.
ball.
yeah, this is just being
wasn't-
literally like under 12s type stuff.
And I rated what for once. I rated what Poch did and come out and said, if you do it again, you're out.
I would
As
have
in
loved
sold
him.
or out of the team?
We were up.
I believe sold.
We were absolutely smashing him. I would have loved if he just dragged him, just taken him off. And
Oh, yeah, that would have
funny,
been great. Like, I would make an example of that saying, this is the crap we don't need. We're winning a game. Go out of this with positive. Our main player scored 4 goals without a near flawless performance. And now you do this, and it's like you beat Everton 6-0. Who cares? Look at these 2 idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly,
It just sours the result.
it does. And it's just something that hopefully gets stamped out. It's
Something that Chelsea doesn't need at the moment as well.
But Conor Gallagher as a captain going, nah, give me the ball. It's going to Cole. Let's go. That's what a captain should do. I rate it. It's not like it's, if Bukayo Saka's like, yeah, Martin, you take it. Like at Arsenal where they've got the 2 penalty takers. If Saka's feeling it, he takes it. Same thing.
Fair.
Yep. Never see fights there. Goal of the week. I'm just going to run with one of Cole Palmer's, the nutmeg, the flick, and the side foot. Mwah. It was a thing of beauty as much as it pains me to say. It was a great goal.
Yeah.
Well, for goal of the week, I'm kind of breaking the rules here, but I'm going as a collective. I'm going to go Melbourne City 8-0 for their record A-League win.
Fair enough.
If you win 8-0, you probably deserve it.
I wanted to go Cole Palmer's one as well because that was unbelievable, but you already took that one. Andreas Pereira, just composure, having a bit of an underrated season, I reckon. 10 goal contributions, been really good for form, so I'm just going to put him in there. A bit of composure against West Ham, who looked horrible. They've been absolutely stinking it up, West Ham, ever since I talked them up that months ago. Since then, they've just gotten worse and worse.
Yeah, they beat Arsenal 2-0 and were lucky to do so. I think they've won like 3 games.
Like there was a stage where I was like, oh, London Stadium, it's hard to go to London Stadium, and now they're losing to Fulham 2-0.
They're going to lose Paqueta as well in the off-season.
Already agreed to terms with Manchester. He's already agreed to terms with Manchester City, allegedly. It feels kind of gross.
It does. They just activated the release clause, so West Ham don't have anything to say.
Just no, for a team that's got all these financial,
it's annoying. They're still in place.
Anyway, Mackenzie Arnold, there's a positive. The best save of the weekend. Stats guy with the clutch.
Yeah, we already talked about it, but Casey Dumont, penalty shootout specialist, 5 penalty shootouts, 5 wins. She's a beast.
Yep. And we have the same one, Marcus, once again, running off the same
Emi Martinez.
Was this, so I had it as well. Was this was on Leandro Trossard. Was this a save or was this a miss by Trossard?
I think it's a save. If you've got your arms outstretched, if it's within his silhouette, body silhouette, I think it's straight out.
I think he's just throwing the leg out because you throw the leg out anyway. And Trossard,
but he's a proven performer with like his legs and things like that. He's amazing. Yeah,
I think you need to score 100 out of 100 there.
You do. If you want to win the title, you need to score those.
Then that was a big turning point in that game. So great save, great to sprawl your body like that, flexibility, reactions and everything. But I think it also goes down as a massive miss.
Yep.
All right. We are in Atletico shirts, Marcus. Tomorrow morning, Champions League.
Champions League.
Play.
Just quick tips.
Dortmund.
Quick tips.
Let's have a chat about that. So obviously, Borussia Dortmund, they host Atletico Madrid. Currently, what's that? 2-1 to Atletico, 5 a.m. tomorrow, obviously, at Dortmund's awesome stadium.
Yeah, the yellow wall will be up and about.
Flares everywhere, yellow.
I think Atletico Madrid spoil the party.
Park the bus.
Get the job done. Diego Simeone, masterclass.
Oh, this is going to be 62% possession, no shots on goal.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm gonna go Dortmund.
Yep.
I reckon they're gonna come back, win this. What do they need to win it by 2, right? So
no, they can go to penalties.
Oh, they can go to penalties. I reckon they'll win this. Yeah, it might go to 2-1 again, and then it might go to extra time. They'll win maybe an extra time. Yeah.
Barcelona and PSG at not the new camp at the crappy Olympic Stadium looking
I can't believe
thingy.
Barca are winning this leg. PSG love to crumble in the Champions.
They had 15 minutes of magic after halftime last week. It was awesome.
Yeah, I think Barcelona win this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Comfortably.
Agreed. They just looked a lot better. They're more clinical in front of goal. Yeah. Really good.
Mbappe magic gets them to the semis.
Hat-trick to get them back.
Gets them to the semis, and then they lose to Atletico. That'd be
good to
funny.
see Rafinha actually do it on the
good
biggest
was
stage.
he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not just
Leeds boy.
Leeds, yeah.
but the ball was it from Pedri to him to set up that that volley? Oh my god! I could watch that replay over and over again. Sorry, I just got distracted from it just thinking about it. Man City, Real Madrid at the Etihad, 3-3 Thursday morning.
Oh, this is tough.
City at home.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
Stuff it. I'm gonna go Real Madrid. Just Jude Bellingham. A bit of a storyline there. He's gonna get a penalty late in the game.
The last 3 years in a row they've played each other in the knockout stages too.
Yep.
But I think so the final leg, it was at the Bernabeu 2 seasons ago. Real Madrid go through with that frenetic couple of minutes where they somehow won it. Man City just blitzed them last year at home, but Man City were way better last year than what they are now. And now we come to this 3-3.
Yeah.
I don't know what
I think Real Madrid is the only team left in the tournament that could turn this result around.
Even though it's 3-3, it's not as if it's 3-1. If it was 3-1, you'd be like, ugh.
Yeah, that's why I reckon they got a sneaky chance. I reckon it could even be like a 1-0. It'll be really, really tight towards the end. Vinny Jr. might step up or Bellingham might step up. Yeah.
And Arsenal travel to the Allianz Arena to take on Bayern Munich 2-2. No Alphonso Davies, Kingsley Coman and Serge Gnabry for Bayern.
Are you nervous as an Arsenal man?
No, because we've had a horrible week. We have.
Bounce back.
We drew 2-2.
Yeah.
Arguably probably should have won that game. Then we weren't great against Aston Villa.
Yep.
there is pressure to go there and do it, but it's also like, we've got to go there. You've just, turn up. If Arsenal play to their best, they will beat Bayern Munich in this game.
Fair enough.
It just depends on how they handle if there's sustained pressure for 15 minutes. If they can handle that and get through it, I think Arsenal individually on the pitch can win the game, because I think Declan Rice also, this was an underrated factor in last week's game. Declan Rice played with a handbrake on, because if he got a yellow card, he would not be playing on Thursday morning.
Yeah, true.
He is free of the shackles now. So there's some of those tackles that he didn't go in for that he can go in for now, because he won't get suspended.
Well, this will be only just the third time in Arsenal's history if they make the semi-finals and beat Bayern Munich. It'll be just the third time, but it'll be interesting to see how they respond from the Aston Villa loss. That's probably...
Have they gone to Dubai since Sunday?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Ben White got in the sun and he's back ready to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, it will be.
Tan,
because that's the Arsenal problem. When they have a bad week, it is a very bad week and they lose in clumps. If they can turn this around, this could be that, the igniter.
Yeah, I think Bayern will win this comfortably. I not just because I think they're the better team. Coffee bet. All right, I don't like coffee, but I'll get someone else off. Maybe.
Get your hot chocolate.
Fine. Bayern, I think Bayern will win this pretty comfortably. Not just because I think they're the better team, but because they just lost the title. They'll be filthy that they haven't got another title, especially Harry Kane. He's going to come out firing and score a couple of goals. Maybe a brace, I'm going to say, Harry Kane, I reckon. Yeah.
Cool.
See how it happens.
Love that.
Yeah. I think Arsenal will.
I really hope that happens as well. I've been a Chelsea fan.
I think Arsenal win. I won't be in here Thursday morning. If that happens, someone else will have to hold all tickets. All right, we are done and dusted for football today on this Tuesday. I think we may come back on Thursday, depending on our schedules, just to wrap up what's happened and then look ahead to the weekend, because there is plenty of stuff going. As I said, A-League finals going on, plus a lot of the stuff the women are up to overseas at the moment. We are done and dusted. Please check out some of the fun social media videos that we've got going up over the next few days. Any questions, anything else, just hit us up. Of course, follow us on all the social medias. They're popping up right there now. Give us a like on YouTube and subscribe. Stats Guy, thank you.
Thank you.
Good stuff,
Chelsea.
Marcus.
Thank you very much, Twin.
Shout out to Geraldo and Leo behind the screens. But we are done and dusted. Catch you later on this week. Football Today, done and dusted.
If you like this show, make sure you check out all the other shows on the Sports Today network, from the AFL Today show to the Cricket Today podcast, the Football Today podcast, as well as NBA Australia and NFL Australia. With Sports Today, your sporting needs have never been easier to cover.